Welcome to licorice. This is one of the world's great healing herbs, and in fact, in traditional Chinese medicine, it is, in fact, the most frequently used herb in all the pharmacopoeia. So that's telling you something right there. But why? What are some of the things about licorice that, in particular, kind of push it out from the rest of all the amazing other herbs that we have available? So first off, in the West, you're probably going to be thinking about Glycyrrhiza glabra. Now that's the Western variety. There's even a California version, Glycyrrhiza lepidota. In the Eastern world, traditional Chinese medicine, the variety that's used is Glycyrrhiza urulensis. So very, very nice. I want to get our botanicals down. So one of the first and foremost reasons that licorice is used, and some of you may be aware of this, but you may not know this other little hidden tidbit, is that it's flavor. So even people who don't like licorice as a candy, which by the way, does not use licorice for its flavoring, it uses anise typically, so different. Similar flavor profiles, but different. They will appreciate licorice in herbal blends that may not be very palpable. So there are some, herbs that are just really bitter, or you need a dosing of them that's higher, and so licorice can come in and kind of help take that edge off. And that's no small thing, because there's no good for anything that heals you if you're not going to take it because you don't like the way it tastes. Second key thing is this idea of it having a compound that's known as glycyrrhizin. Not surprising, named after the botanical name here. Found in licorice, it is known to be 50 times sweeter than sugar. No sugar, but this compound. And sugar is also the flavoring that is known for being nourishing. So this is an herb that comes in, and not only is it helping you take these other healing herbs that may not taste so good, but it's adding this sweet component to it without it being sugar. And this compound also has really powerful cortisone-like effects. So it's very helpful for regulating stress response. Really cool thing there. Hidden tidbit. Next, there's what I like to call the two qis, and qis, of course, is your energy. This is this idea of taking in the best energy, and licorice tonifies the spleen and the stomach, and it's considered only second to ginseng in its capacity to do this. And ginseng, of course, is the king herb of herbs and known for building qi and yang and all of these good things. So here comes licorice, lung and stomach, and that is where we get our best qi from. So you can sustain qi with exercise, you can build it with breathe, but the breathing, lungs, breathing, taking in good oxygen, taking in light, taking in heavenly qi, this is all part of licorice's ability. The stomach, taking in and getting the best nutrients out of the foods and beverages that you eat, including the herbs. So if you want improved absorption and this capacity for the separating of the pure and the impure, licorice, very, very good at that. So your two qis, and they are truly important for your physical health and well-being, your mental health and well-being, your emotional health and well-being, and not last but not least, your spiritual health and well-being. This is a total package. Another key component of licorice, toxicity. They've done studies in China and found that licorice can actually eliminate or neutralize up to 1,200 different kinds of toxins. I don't even know where to go with that. That is so extraordinary, because it literally means that not only is it going to take off or counterbalance potential toxicities from other herbs you might be using, right? Some herbs are okay in smaller amounts, but you need a higher dose, and then they start to get a little toxic. Add licorice in, it can help take that edge right off. But toxic foods, all kinds of microbes, this is a big deal. It's very, very important. You could be taking the best herbs in the world, but if you're toxic underneath it, it's going to be a long time for you to get the effects that you're wanting. So this counter of toxicity is really important with this herb. And last but not least, and there's so much more about licorice, but these are some really key fun things that you might not be aware of. It's one of the world's great guide herbs. And in traditional Chinese medicine, this means that it's literally going to help guide the herbs to all 12 meridians. Most herbs are favored towards one or two, maybe three systems. Licorice comes in and it says, I'm going everywhere. I don't care. good for the, I'll get you to the heart, I'll get you to the lung system, I'll get you to the liver system. I'm going to get you there. And what that means is that, again, there may be some herbs that you know are really good at certain aspects of the body, but you could sure use those properties in other areas blended with these other herbs. Licorice comes in and helps you do that. And that's a fantastic thing because symptoms usually show up in many ways and places throughout the body. And to have an herb that kind of lets you go, we're going to kind of just get in there and systemically help treat the system as a whole is a powerful healing capability. So there you go, licorice. It's going to tonify your chi. It's going to help relieve toxicity. It's antimicrobial, anti-diabetic. This has got some great healing potentials. You're going to want to find out more about it. Go visit our website at whiterabbitinstituteofhealing.com and find out more about this herb that you may have thought was just a candy or was a good herb, but now you know even more.